Thanks for coming today. Julie, would you like to start talking about your paintings?
See. It's right here. I thought I should start out with this one here, the yellow,
Oh,
because
yes.
um, it's the Meltdown one. And I wanted to
Uh-huh.
start out with that one because that was sort of the beginning uh,
Uh-uh.
painting because she's much younger here, and this is where I got my initial ideas about painting my daughters because of these sorts of little situations where it would be, very dramatic, but it would also be very beautiful and these picture scenes. So I use this particular, I work from photographs. A lot of my work is from photographs. Sometimes I'll have somebody sit for me, but it's incredibly rare because of the fact that lots of children do not like to sit still, and it's just impossible to paint them. So lots and lots of photographs I'll take, and this is one where we have her standing in the garden, melting down, most likely because I'm not letting her be with her friends or we're leaving the countryside or whatever. So this is sort of a beginning painting. And
Wow.
this one is kind of a small one. I'm noticing on the the size here is a little bit large. I don't know. Oh, wow.
Okay.
Interesting. Interesting. So this is a typical day in the life of my daughter Philippa, melting down. Yes, yes, yes. She's the baby of the household. Okay, and
Wow.
then if we come around, let's see, I'm going to back up a little bit from this one. I suppose we should go to the next one that inspired me. Um, I did this one during COVID. The reflection collage.
Oh, wow.
The reflection collage was during COVID. I was painting all day. I would get up, make breakfast for the girls and for my husband who was in the dining room doing his job. The girls were doing their school. And during little breaks, we just also had a new puppy. And during the breaks, we would go around and they would be on their phones having coffee or whatever in the kitchen, and I approached the house and Cosima looked out at me, and so I took about 15 photos from this and just worked this all through, and in the end it became almost like a collage. And that's why I was really in love with this painting, because of all the different things going on in there, and you sort of have to really sit and look at it to
Hmm.
understand what's going on. So it almost interprets like a collage. And of course, on the phone, we were told
Mm-hmm.
during COVID by, all the experts to let our kids be on the phone because it was their only way to be in touch with their friends who are spread all over the place. So that was also another reason I felt that it was uh, timely for this painting.
Hmm. That's interesting.
Yes. Yeah.
Is that one of
It's
your
really very
daughters?
surreal.
Yeah. Agree. So,
Wow. And that's one of your daughters?
oh yes. So this is my daughter Cosima.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, what's interesting is, okay, so right now we're down here at the house where we stayed during COVID, and none of the kids will come down here now because they're triggered by the experience of coming to the house in Carversville. And so I also love this painting just because I got it in there. I got it. It's one of those things, those fleeting things that I got to record in an oil painting that most likely we're not going to experience ever again because they don't want to come here. And also Cosima is in college now. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm super excited.
And is that your cell phone in the background where I can see that white outline?
Yes. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry.
I said, so that's your phone?
Yes, that's my phone. Yeah. I tried to put it in there really faintly so that you could get the idea that it was there. And also there were lots of leaves on the ground and things. And there was, it was very brown. I mean, it was March when we all went into lockdown. So I wanted to also give that cold sort of drabby, yeah, feeling that we all had. Yes.
That's amazing. It's
Thank
just
you.
amazing to capture those moments. Danielle knows how I feel about life moments like this. And
Oh,
that is history. That is history.
oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, then
And your
this brings,
daughter's face is amazing on there.
oh,
It
thank
says a
you.
lot about the time that we were in.
Yes, agree. All right, so I'm going to take you to the other. Now I have to, I'm sorry, sometimes I can't remember where the paintings are when we're, okay, but it's the one, okay,
Oh,
it's
wow.
legs. I'm going to go to legs because this was also during COVID and it was so funny. Um, we got the dog right before COVID. So we got her in September of 2019 and she has been, this amazing addition to our family. Everything is about the dog. But however, Philippa did not really take to the dog like I thought she was going to. It was interesting. I thought that she was going to have the dog in her bed all the time and everything. So when COVID rolled around, she was all into the dog. It was her comfort. And it was important because of everybody was going through so many different emotions and things like that. And I always found her downstairs with the dog in the chair by the window, just holding her or snuggling with her in bed. And it gave me a lot of piece. And also it's another one of those paintings where I got it. I got this painting where it really, really relays how everyone was feeling and how, if you notice during COVID, so many people adopted pets because pets were the constant. They were always there. And
Mm.
also, one of the other reasons I love this painting is because all of the legs. Birdie has the long legs. Philippa has the long legs, and they're just like legginess going on. So that's why I love this painting.
Wow.
The colors like vibrate.
Oh yeah.
I just love the light in this, how soft, and you can feel like the weight of your dog. It's just so beautiful.
Yeah.
It's like during
Mm.
COVID, you weren't sure about whether you could be close to people, but you knew that you could be close to dogs or cats.
Exactly. 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 So
Wow.
that's why I also I do love the legs in this painting. I just love how the overlapping, even the little tiny leg in the chair.
I was
It's
going to say that. The
holding
leg in the
all the
chair.
weight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's holding up everything, that little leg. Um, I don't know. I just love this painting.
So do you make the decision about cropping when you take the photo or afterwards?
I made this decisions later because it's much big. It's yeah, and I sometimes combine different photos. Like for instance, the leg, there was more of a rug on under her knee, and I didn't want to put the rug in there because I thought it would be distracting from all the overlaying of the legs and the the arms. And so I made the floor like orangey, but then I also put this reddish flooring, like to give the idea of a carpet. It's not a carpet, but it it's the color of the carpet without all the design in it. So yeah, yeah. Oh,
Hmm.
thank you. And then I'm gonna go all the way. Let's see. Let me back up here, and I'm gonna go to sorry this one because I have to give Cosima her due time with Birdie. Um, Now this was a surprise because, and that's why I love this painting also. When we first got Birdie, oops, um, Cosima said to all of us, I don't want a dog. I don't like dogs. I want a cat. And I really, really, really want a cat. And I don't want a dog. Okay. We've heard this for years. So we get Birdie and it's love at first sight. They're in love with each other all the time. They're always like this, cuddled up together. It is unconditional love. Birdie, do you miss Cosima right now? Yeah, Birdie's looking for her right now and she's not here.
Hmm.
Yeah. So there is a connection there that surprised me. It really surprised me because I thought, okay, well, it's just going to be me taking care of this dog and no one is going to have, I'm not sure of a connection, but I got, I came into the room one day and I took, again, tons and tons of photographs to get this one to work. And then and it was kind of, she was sort of far away. So I came up really close and cropped this to get just the head because the painting's rather small. I think it's what, 6 by 8 inches?
Yeah, exactly. I enlarged each of them by 3 times.
Hmm.
Yeah. So
I just love your decision to leave a lot of the underpainting in this one. I know you do in some of your other pieces too.
yeah, I think that this, yeah, I love the heat of the underpainting. And then I was trying to find a lovely balance with that purpley color, that lavender color. And so I just put this, there was a highlight of that color, but it was a different color. And I put the highlight of the purple in there for that. I guess it's more like a hot lavender, I guess you could say. I think it really, I think it really helps to bring the dog out, bring her forward a little bit more.
Wow, I love that use of what you call hot lavender. I mean, I would never think to use that. And it just balances it so well on the top and bottom.
It does.
I
I
like how
really do
their
feel like
faces
it does
connect
work.
too. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Michelle, or Al,
I
Michelle.
just
So
said
do
I
you want me
like
to call
how
you
they connect.
Michelle?
And Michelle is fine. It's
Okay.
totally fine. Yeah.
Okay.
I was just gonna say I like how their faces connect.
Exactly. Yeah, there's a lot of connection here. And you know who I had been looking at before I started? I've been looking at Degas a lot. a lot of his unfinished kind of sketchy, painterly pieces. I got this little book a couple of months ago, or actually before COVID, of Degas. It's like I got it at the Strand. If you've ever been to the Strand in New York, it's art book heaven. So I went there and I found this sort of old, out of print Degas book, and there were so many interesting textures, and just wanted to paint like that and get it. And I feel like this has this little bit of Degasness to it going on.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really see that softness that you see in Degas and the ability to kind of leave some areas seemingly unfinished.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. All right. And then let's see. I want to go. Oh, I wanted to talk about this one next to it. So let's see if I go like this. I think this one is super funny. So I like to talk about the paintings because it helps me to tell you why I did it. And then I always feel like the story really does support it. And Philippa just got over her tomboyness and was really into makeup. Oh, tons and tons of makeup and bronzer. And you know what? I didn't say a word. I just let her do it because I felt like as growing up, I was not allowed to wear makeup, and I never really understood why. I just couldn't put on some blush and lipstick or anything like that. And so I found it really hard to put it on when I went off to college. I don't know. So I let her just go ahead and figure it out for herself. And she kept putting on these fake nails, and she would press them on and I would find them everywhere. I would find them stuck in the vacuum cleaner. I'd find them in the washing machine. I'd find them in the bed. They were just everywhere, these fake fingernails, because I don't know if she really knew how to put them on. But she also is an incredible nail biter. Bites her nails all the time, all the way down till they're super painful, I'm sure. So when she put on these fake nails one day during COVID and had all this makeup on, I said, oh my God, this is just incredible that you have these long fingernails. I just don't know how you're going to function with these fingernails. So I don't know. This is how that painting came about. And I did the fake fingernails kind of fast and quick, her hands, because it's almost how fast the fingernails would be off again. They didn't stay on. And she would go to Rite Aid and ask for money to buy these fake fingernails. And I just think it's just a funny painting because of that.
Yeah, you feel that rushed kind of moving fast, temporary feeling in her fingers.
Yes. Yes, those fingernails, I'm still finding those fingernails. But yeah, and also it's the culture, that kid, I mean, the girls today, this age group, they're really into these press-on nails and doing their eye makeup, and everything is very almost emulating the Kardashians. It's very, all about the selfie, all about the looks, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I've got a 4-year-old and she's already looking at me getting ready and makes me a little nervous. She wants to wear makeup already.
Yeah, not yet.
But you get the right idea. You gotta just let them do it. You gotta let them figure it out. at a certain point when, they're teenagers.
No, it
Mm-hmm.
is kind of, it really is. And it's so funny. A couple of days ago, Philip and I had a conversation about this very look. She said to me, I had to figure it out that I was putting on way too much bronzer, way too much eyeshadow, way too much lipstick. And I said, I never said anything because I knew that if I said, ooh, that bronzer is a bit orangey, that you would, it would break your spirit. So I just let you do it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, exactly. It's so true. And now she's let her eyebrows grow in and she's not, doing that whole thing. So it worked kind of.
Right.
Exactly. Exactly.
And that was some good parenting, a good parenting lesson. I appreciate that. Raising girls, you know.
Oh,
So,
yes. Yes. It's
hmm
the challenge. Oh my goodness. When they popped out, I thought, oh my gosh, I have girls because I've always been surrounded by boys. I have three brothers
hmm
and all my cousins are boys. And I thought, oh, this will be so great. I have my own little girls. And they just, after a while, they have a mind of their own and they're going to do what they're going to do.
mm.
You can't do much about it. Okay, let's see. Oh, this is a great one here.
Documental. I got it.
The New Year's Day side eye. I just had to paint this because New Year's Day we're always at we used to go always to my husband's cousin's house in Phillipsburg, New Jersey. It's about 100 degrees in the house, and we do all these rituals. You have sauerkraut and pork chops to bring in the new year, and then we get these little coins, those chocolate coins. They're in the corner there, and then you have to wear this party hat. And there's, my in-laws are really into. The whole family's really into coffee, so there's a lot of coffee. And again, Casima's coming into her age. She's coming into her own. She just dyed her hair jet black. She has the big
Mm.
giant earrings. She's doing the makeup. She's a little bit, over this whole New Year's Day thing. And I could tell. So but this particular New Year's Day, we were spending it at Wayne's my in-laws' house, so Wayne's parents' house. And I just love the festiveness in the tablecloth and just over the holidays, because it's also her birthday's the 28th, the 25th, Christmas, New Year's Day, New Year's Eve. Just kind of had it. A little tired, a little out of it. So I love this painting.
Also, the year before, she might have been really happy, like many of us were, to go into 2020. Yay, it's a new
Yes, so
decade.
true.
Then at the end of this year, it's like, hi, like, what do you want to bring now? Like, what could you possibly? You know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
that makes me want to look at my uh, New Year's Day 2021 footage just to see, kind of the difference. So
yes, absolutely. What I
that's what
mean,
it made me think about.
oh yeah, no, this is absolutely true. I mean, yeah, you could say also she hasn't seen one friend in person.
Right.
Her birthday was, she just turned 18, hadn't seen any, couldn't celebrate any of it. I mean, 18th birthday is a big deal. And
hmm
there was no way that she could see anyone or do anything with anyone. So kind of a,
I am so sorry, y'all. I may have to step out in just a moment, but I
oh,
hopefully
that's
can see a
okay.
couple more. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no worries.
Yeah,
No worries at all. This is so nice that you came. Thank you.
it's such a blessing to be here. Trust me, you have no idea. This is just very much like I was supposed to see all this, the daughter paintings. This is amazing.